Now we are going to move over and do some music tonight. We have Two Tone here to end our evening with some live music. And now, as advanced as we are nowadays with technology, the whole playing two instruments at the same time online, but miles and miles apart, is still a little tricky. So we actually only have half of the duo here. I'm going to add Wayne to this conversation. Hey, Wayne.
Hello.
Hey, thank you so much for joining us. So I mentioned we only have half of the duo here tonight, but we're looking forward to hearing some music.
Well, I got it for you.
Sit back, make yourself comfortable. Wayne's going to play 3-4 songs.
Maybe 5.
Maybe 5. Oh, yeah, 4 or 5.
You stop me whenever you feel like it. That's okay.
I'll just cut you off. All right, show is yours. Thanks, everyone. I'll be back on in a little bit.
Well, good evening, everybody. I wish I could see you. I know you can see me and hear me and all that, but I'm used to playing in front of live audiences and love seeing the people that I'm performing for. As Claire mentioned, I'm half of a duo called Two Tone. You can find us online at twetoneduo.com. Makes sense, right? My performance partner is a gentleman that lives 80 miles away from me, maybe a little less from Richfield. Doug Milloway is his name, and he is very talented. He plays everything that's got strings on it as a master would. Very, very good picker. And I'm sort of a mediocre picker, but I do all the singing, most of the singing anyway. So we've been writing songs together since 2013. But we've started writing songs together. We started writing songs way before 2013. That's just when Two Tone got started. So I'm just going to play a bunch of tunes that everything you hear tonight will be original music. That means either Doug or I or both of us wrote the song, with one exception. And I'm going to start off with a song we wrote that is coming out on a new CD pretty soon. And it's kind of like perfect for tonight's situation because it's called Never Go Anywhere. That's what we're stuck with, right? So it goes like this. Used to be about a year ago, I could travel anytime. Then some killer bug got loose, and that changed me. Nothing guaranteed I could find a place to hide. Staying home was a safe way to arrange me. Oh, I'd like to go anywhere, but I'm scared, so I stay in my chair. If I hunker down in place, don't need a mask on my face, so I never go anywhere. Have everything delivered. You can do it if you try. UPS, Amazon, FedEx will be your friend. Use gloves to get the box in, then spray to sanitize. Whatever you need, you can order what you want from them. Oh, I'd like to go anywhere, but I'm scared, so I stay in my chair. If I hunker down in place, don't need a mask on my face, so I never go anywhere. I never go anywhere. We were really looking forward to doing this gig together. I used to live just a few blocks away from Richfield in Southwest Minneapolis, and I was down here all the time and playing wherever I could find a place to play, and spent a lot of time at Homestead playing in their jams and that sort of thing. But turns out that there's only one input channel per person. And if you try to get distance between if there's any distance between the two people performing, or even five people performing, it doesn't work. So they're working on that technology, and we're going to be looking out for it soon, because we're getting tired of staying home and not playing out anymore. So okay, next song. There we go. This is the song that I mentioned that is not original. This is it's a Midwestern guy, a Chicago fella named Steve Goodman. You may have heard of him. He was real big in the 70s, and unfortunately he passed at the age of about 35 or so back in the 80s. But this is one of his songs, and I love his stuff because he has a lot of humor in his music. So, and this particular song is one of the songs that he wrote that mentions the subject of the evening prior to me coming on board, and that's wine. Okay, so that's my prop for tonight. Okay, this is called Chicken Cordon Blues. It goes like this. When I first met you, baby, you fed me on chicken and wine. It was steak and potatoes and lobster. Babe, I sure felt fine. But now all you give me is seaweed and alfalfa sprouts, sunflower seeds. I got my doubts. Babe, you left me here with the chicken cordon blues. My stomach's so empty, all I got is food for thought. I've been sitting here thinking about the 20 pounds of groceries we bought. We bought 10 pounds of brown rice, 5 more beans, 5 pounds of granola. You know what that means. Yeah, I'm just a regular fella with the chicken cordon blues. I'm starved for affection. Babe, I can't take no more. You know, this stuff is so weird that the cockroaches move next door. Babe, can you see that old dog out there in the street? He got a big smile on his face because they let him eat meat. Babe, can you? Babe, I got the lemon and the chicken cordon blues. I'm going down to the bakery. I'm going to find me a jelly roll, some cannoli, some French pastry. You know, a chocolate eclair don't sound too bad. How about some lasagna? You know, fat is where it's at, honey. Okay. You can find, as I mentioned, Two Tone has its own website, Two Tone Duo. We're on Facebook too. Doug works in about 6 different groups, and I can't keep track of all the websites that he's on, but he has a Facebook page, and Doug Milloway is his name. And I also have a website of my own that I built way long time ago, redesigning it now, WayneHamilton.com. So just like Willie Nelson. Okay, so nice thing about being a songwriter is you can write songs about anything you want. Now, I live over in St. Paul, and I live about 5 blocks west, over by Lake Phalen. I live about 5 blocks west of U.S. Highway 61. And our neighborhood is kind of separated from the Lake Phalen Park area by Highway 61. And this is a song about, guess what? Highway 61 starts um, at the Gulf of Mexico, goes all the way up to Canadian border. Then they changed the name beyond Duluth to North Shore Drive, but it's still U.S. Highway 61. Anyway, it's called 61. It's a lot of towns that you have probably visited, you might hear mentioned. 61. I was headed north in my four-wheel drive. I needed some time with a line in the water to make me feel alive, get some sandy soil underneath my feet. With my trusty rod and my black dog bow, headed where the air smells sweet. Didn't spend much time on that concrete slab. Pulled off at Rock Creek, rolled down my window, turned off the radio gab. I moved away from the interstate hum. Put my four rubber tires on the two-lane highway known as US 61. Well, Highway 61, that's the only way to go. You travel that way, you'll learn everything that you need to know about pines and the rocks and lakes full of fishes, tons of country fun. Don't care where you're going, you ain't seen nothing till you roll down 61. Went through Willow River, took a look at Moose Lake. And before I drove through downtown Duluth, I came close to Cloquet. It's awful pretty when you drive the North Shore. Gooseberry Falls, Split Rock Lighthouse, and a whole lot more. Well, Highway 61, that's the only way to go. You travel that way, you'll learn everything that you need to know about pines and the rocks and lakes full of fishes and tons of country fun. Don't care where you're going, you ain't seen nothing till you roll down 61. Well, anyway you cut it, too bad, time off don't last. You gotta go back, and you can go slow or fast. I choose slow, 'cause I'd rather walk than run. That's how we do it on Highway 61. Yes, Highway 61, that's the only way to go. You travel that way, you'll learn everything that you need to know about pines and the rocks and lakes full of fishes and tons of country fun. Don't care where you're going, you ain't seen nothing till you roll down 61. Don't know what you're missing, you ain't seen nothing till you roll down 61. 61. Now, I know there's thunderous applause. I can't hear anything that you guys are doing. I know there's thunderous applause coming from the audience, but usually we stop and figure out what we're going to do next before we launch into our next song. But we're kind of tight for time, I suppose. Let me just wet my whistle here a little bit. Iced tea. This is a song that Doug and I wrote earlier this year. So it's weird how we put these tunes together, but he sent me an arrangement and just said, put a lyric to this. So I wrote some lyrics and a melody, and this is what we came up with. It's about one of my favorite places in the world to be. It doesn't matter whether it's on the East Coast or the West Coast. I love being at the ocean. I'm an East Coast guy and lived about an hour and a half drive from the Atlantic and loved it. So this is what we came up with. Doug's music, my lyrics. Here we go. First public performance, by the way. I just saw a note that I made to myself and have been ignoring all afternoon. This is too low for me, so bumping it up a little bit. Here we go. On the boardwalk or on the pier, at the ocean, and I like it here. Watch a sailboat being made from glass, carny ride spin you round so fast. Abstract art from a spinning wheel, catch your lunch with a rod and reel. Oh, I'm back at the ocean again. Oh, I'm back at the ocean again. When you step from the boards onto the sand, feel the flip-flops come off your feet into your hand. Feel the water wash your legs and toes, leaves the salt behind wherever it goes. It's your lucky day if you should see a pretty seashell makes a memory. Oh, I'm back at the ocean again. Oh, I'm back at the ocean again. In the evening, the air cools down. Put your hoodie on and cruise the town. Lots of eateries for you to choose, all so good you know that you can't lose. Don't forget to lift your head up high, see the stars in the ocean sky. Oh, I'm back at the ocean again. I have missed you, my ancient friend. Oh, I'm back at the ocean again. Back at the ocean. Back at the ocean again. Okay, one last tune. If Claire's not going to jump in here and pull me off camera. This is a tune. It was a title tune for my first CD. I've been recording since the late 90s, and I have 3 CDs out and 3 EPs, less than 10 songs on a disc. And Doug has been a recording partner as well as a performance partner. And co-writing partners. So we've started working together in 2013. So I can't even count the number of, because he's got all his gear. He's the studio engineer, the guitar picker, any kind of picker you need. But this was a pre-Doug song that I wrote and recorded here in St. Paul. It's called Lucky That Way. It's a true story about 2 friends of mine who had financial windfall. The title is a little suggestive of something else, but it's not. It's just about guys who get lucky and fall into money. It's called Lucky That Way. It goes like this. I know an old fella with a farm out in West Tennessee. Well, the governor pulled up in a limo one day and said, please sell your farm to me. Well, he fixed up his house, left him 40 acres and put up a factory. He got 12 million bucks, and with his kind of luck, he's as happy as he can be. Some folks are just lucky. Good things fall right into their hands. Yes, so lucky, like it's a part of some master plan. They got the one thing everybody longs for, but very few will know. When you're lucky that way, there ain't nothing to say. You just pick up your money and go. Got a friend down in Georgia, played poker in a high-stakes game. Well, he was doing all right with his winnings that night. He played like his cards were aflame. Somebody bet shares in an oil well. My buddy shrugged and said it's all the same. You know he won that hand and the well came in. He had a fortune in his name. Some folks are just lucky. Good things fall right into their hands. So lucky, like it's a part of some master plan. They got the one thing everybody longs for, but very few will know. When you're lucky that way, there ain't nothing to say. You just pick up your money and go. Yes, when you're lucky that way, there ain't nothing to say. You just pick up your money and go. You just go. Thanks for listening, everybody. Had a great time. Hope to see you again in the future.
Hey, thank you, Wayne. That sounded awesome.